What's going on, everybody? It's that time of the evening. It's time to chop it up. Now, I'm supposed to be running stuff, but I got somebody with some buttons that's a guest on here. We always love to have him when he is here. Of course, I am talking about Big Game James. What up, dude? Good to see you. Good to have
What,
you.
what, what up? Just
Fantastic.
you started
I'm Jay
early.
Stoggs, the buff nerd. Let's go. Of course, I'm joined by that dude, the musicologist, A. Reed. What's going on?
Y'all
Of
already
course,
know, baby.
yes,
What's
sir.
good? What's good, fellas? Good to be
Yes,
back.
the MCXP radio. Make sure that you're checking him out and make sure that you're checking out the tunes that he is putting out there because he's got
Oh,
all of the soul. Um,
April 19th, y'all. April 19th.
hey, cop that. Make sure you cop that. Make sure you cop that. So good shout out, good looking out. Man, look, of course on the Chop Shop, this is where people come to chop it up. We talk about all kinds of different things about sports and hell, it's sports entertainment. So it doesn't matter. We're gonna chop it up. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna keep it 100, but we're gonna keep it, real. So without further ado, man, let's get into this now. There's been a lot. Thank you. There's been a lot of talk about these two players in women's basketball. I'm talking, of course, about Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Now, we talked about it on Big Game Sports Buzz, and it's, kind of everywhere. And what's funny is that, well, let me ask this question. Let me put it out there like this. Is it more of the media that's doing this, or is there really something that's going on between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark? Now, I'll preface this with Clayton Clark has already come out and said, look, I love her game. It doesn't matter to me what she's doing. That's cool. Hey, I'm all about women's basketball. Angel Reese has come out and said, look, I am who I am. I'm not changing who I am. This is what I do. I've been like this since high school. Deal with it. Is it media? Is it the media that's hyping this up and making it what it's not? Or is it something else? I'll defer
Go ahead,
to my
big game.
guest first.
I think it's a little bit of both. So from what I heard, Angel Reese started at the University of Maryland. Maryland is in the Big Ten. Iowa is also in the Big Ten. So
Yeah.
I heard these two butted heads a little bit last year. Um, I think it's all good fun in nature, really. I think both of them are very competitive, and I think they both talk ample amounts of shit, right?
Yeah.
It's just the fact that the media is taking the narrative like they often do
Hmm.
and running with it and making it their own. Because this is my whole thing. Caitlin Clark never one time complained, said anything crazy, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
about Angel Reese, but yet the media made it a certain way. Yet it was cool, like we said before last night, when she
Yeah.
did it. And now Angel Reese doing it, she's not good for the game and all this other stuff. So the
Right.
media is painting their own narrative like they often do. Let's just call it what it is when it comes to African American athletes. They
Hmm.
paint a different picture of how they act a certain way. Why do they do that? And then people, dude, I've been in places where people looked at me side eyed before, and
Hmm.
then I've even had somebody say, "Oh my God, dude, you're very articulate." No shit.
Did you tell him that?
I know. I mean,
Did
I
you,
was
did you
thinking
s-
it. Really inside a young me did not. If someone was to say that to me right now, they get cussed out.
Okay. All right. I'm just wondering if you're like, if someone said you're very articulate, James. He's like, yeah, no shit. I was just wondering. That's good there. What say you, A Reed?
I
Yeah.
see what you did right there, just I see what you did.
It's a family show.
Oh, shoot.
Like hell.
What say you, man?
Um, First and foremost, I think it's just the nature of sports.
Mm,
Um, you got athletes. I mean, what it? Why take away the hype or take away the emotion of what a player may has when it comes to championship games, to big games in general?
that
Um,
emotion, yeah.
you're trying to discredit one person's emotion, next to another person's emotion. And I
Mhm.
think honestly, in all seriousness, I think has to do with just like Big Game say, a white girl can do it and a black girl can't. You know what I'm saying? We can
I
you
hear
can
you.
put it down however, but the way that it came out, and then you had who was it? Was Oberman and the other guy, man.
Mm.
Just coming out and just just
Yeah.
bashing,
Yeah.
calling them idiots, and talking about his
Yeah.
class. But they didn't say that when Caitlyn did it. Didn't
Yeah.
say it at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
Oh, she's got swag. Oh, you know what I'm saying? That's competition and stuff like that.
She's
So
got
the
the
black girl
Mamba
does
mentality. She's a killer.
Yeah.
Mamba
Yeah.
mentality. She's a
Yeah,
killer. But
man.
the black girl does it. Oh, she's classless. She's an idiot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't care what you say, man. Media has their way of doing this kind of crap. And I
Mhm.
think ultimately I just think it's bullshit, man. I really do. I really do. I don't
Yeah.
like it. I wasn't cool with it when it came out like that. Yeah, shout out to my boy Brian. Yeah, Dave Portney. Him and Overman just coming out with these comments, man. This is just ridiculous, bro. This is ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah. What's up?
So
And let me go ahead and do some housekeeping before we move on any further. Listen, make sure that you like, subscribe, and smash that bell. If you're watching, go ahead, like it. Make sure that you share. Of course, musicologists, uh, Big Game Entertainment. We always love to also see your comments. So don't be afraid. Comment, comment, comment. Chat
most
with us.
definitely.
We'll chat back at you. All right. But yeah, it's that part that we see with them, with the media and everything like that. Let me ask this question too. Do you think it's good for the game for women's basketball? Do you want to watch LSU? Because here's the thing, Angel Reese is a sophomore, so she's coming back next year.
Right,
Does this
right.
make you want to watch LSU and see what's going to happen with her?
Yeah, because you already know LSU is going to be villain. They're going to be the basketball villain next year because of the way the media is shaping this thing, right? So now
Exactly.
everyone is going to tune into LSU hoping that they fall. But yet it's still great for women's basketball because it draws more attention to it.
Yeah,
Yep.
I
Yep.
forget the reporter last night. They did a really good take on. They didn't make it black and white. It wasn't L. Duncan. Who the hell was it? It was late. It was the people in L.A. But long story short, the
Mhm.
narrative and how they laid it down was comparing it to the men talking trash, like
yeah,
the NBA rocking the baby to sleep, or LeBron saying that Patrick Beverly saying that LeBron was too small and can't do this and that. So
hmm
now, if that's okay, when we watch men's, and you always see this shooting arrows and blowing them off and putting them down in the
yeah.
holster, all this other stuff, right?
Yeah, all this.
So now,
Yeah.
so now, but when the girls, when
Ice in
women
the
do it,
veins. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
when women do it, let it be. Why is it different? Let's stop with the Caitlyn did it, then she did it, but still y'all acting like the women's supposed to just be, what they supposed to do, just play the game and then go home and make a sandwich or something for their
It's
I
a
next. I
mean,
mean,
championship
it's
game,
different.
bro.
It's different. In a game with that magnitude on that stage, dude.
Yeah.
women basketball used to play in skirts and short skirts. So I mean, there is that.
Yeah, man,
Go
but you're
back
going
in
back.
history.
You're going back to black and white, and they still had a peach basket up when they wore those skirts down to the
Nah, it's
floor.
not that long ago. It's not that long ago. It's not that long ago. But again, and I
You
asked
gonna
that
make me
question
ask
because
Aisha if she played the game in a skirt?
that's your house, not
I
mine.
said if she would. Would she would?
Oh,
Now
if
she
she
did.
would.
If she would, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If
Yeah,
she
you let
would.
me know how that goes.
It had to be before my time.
Hey,
This is before
'Cause I remember
everybody.
Reed,
seeing
that was
Well,
girls
before
maybe
playing
all of our
skirt.
times. That
maybe not big
TV
game,
what
but
TV
definitely
wasn't even
ours,
in
Reed.
TV wasn't even in color when that shit happened, bro.
Girls wasn't
Big
Yeah,
playing
girls.
in shorts in skirts in high school.
yeah,
Stocks is tripping.
yeah,
Stocks watches
I don't know.
he watches like the old movie network and shit on
yeah.
on
History
TV.
Channel.
THC.
And
Yeah, he watched
Yeah,
that old
the
black and
movie
white
channel. I
shit.
love it. That's. Are you
listening
hating?
listening to Dean Crosby and shit while he doing it
yeah.
and everything
It's
else.
Bing Crosby.
See, same difference.
Bing.
Bing,
It's not.
ding, whatever.
It's
Bing,
it's not.
ding.
Bing
Fly
Crosby,
me to the moon.
and
All
that
that shit.
is Frank Sinatra. and Martin Dean. Look, you know what, man?
Dean
It's
Martin.
hard. It's Dean Martin. Thank you. It's hard being this smart sometimes.
If
But you
it
have
wasn't
somebody has to
LSU,
be.
look, if it wasn't LSU, it was gonna be South Carolina.
Yeah.
One of them was gonna be the villain this year. Whoever it was
But
that beat
isn't
Iowa.
but isn't sports so much better when you have a villain?
Subject
We talked
that
about
we
that.
that we all
Yes.
talked about a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
That if you haven't seen it,
Yeah.
please go back and check out
Go check that
Please.
out.
the shop.
Go check, but sports is so much better with villains. You have to have bad people. You have to have the bad guy or the bad woman, the heel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's still the media. That's still the media most of the time creating
Jay
those people.
Stoggs is the villain of this show. I'm sorry, dog. We need a villain. You gotta have one.
I'll be the villain. That's okay. I'm the bad guy. I'll be the bad guy, man.
Check out the
I'll be
first
the
episode
bad
with
guy.
Aunt Jay
Because you
on
know
it.
what? Because here's the thing, though. People remember the bad guy. They very rarely remember the good guy.
They remember us too. We snap back at the bad guy though, so we not scared of you. So
Yeah.
The bad guy dies at the end of the day by the hands of the good guy. Don't forget
But
that.
you remember the bad guy. And here's the thing. The good guy is only as good as the bad guy is bad.
He hit us with them narratives tonight, Reed. He had them
Put it
buff
in the chat.
narratisms.
If you have a if you look at any movie and the bad guy was bad, then yeah, no. You're not doing that. Right? So nah. Absolutely not. I'm the type where I'm like, yo, if I'm watching a movie, especially like a superhero movie, nah, man. I'm telling you, it has to be a bad guy. Otherwise, nah.
I give you that. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, man, I believe the media is making a narrative that, we have to erase, and let's not sell what Kim Mulkey and LSU Lady Tigers did, man.
Exactly.
2 years ago, they won like 5 games before the year before she got there. I think her first year, I think they only won 9 games. She had to do it with a whole totally 9 brand new players the second year because people just couldn't take her way of doing things and they quit.
Mm-hmm.
So she had to hit the transfer portal and create a team that could play her style of basketball. And now she is the only women's coach to ever win a national championship at multiple schools. That there alone is, is amazing, bro.
Yeah.
So that should have been the narrative opposed to see, and this is the thing. When Iowa beat South Carolina, when David beat Goliath,
yeah.
The birth of the great white hype was born right there. Oh, they're gonna do it.
Speak on it.
They're gonna win the national championship.
Speak on it.
All of a sudden, it was just like, hey, come here. Now, let me show you how we run this. And LSU hit them with something they wasn't ready for. They had about something.
I think that was already the narrative for her before going into this because, she was already going to be the female wooden play. She was the player of the year, right? So
deservedly so now. Like I said, this is nothing to do with Caitlin Clark and her ability to shoot the ball and how she gets things done. But at the same time, like if you just go back and watch the games, like the shit she talk.
Oh yeah, no, massive.
Boy, you best and this is my
but
thing.
They didn't talk about that.
They didn't, and that's the thing, Reed.
They didn't talk about that.
I don't think any real sports fan is mad at either one of the players.
No.
You
not
got
at
the
all.
part-time sports fans. I even got people that were speaking on stuff on Facebook, and I was like, if you don't shut your punk ass up, because you speaking on something that you don't even watch a game. Like you don't even watch until national championship time, and now you comment because everybody else commenting on it.
She's so rude. She's so unladylike. Oh my gosh. So,
right is right, wrong is wrong. She shouldn't have done that to that girl. That was wrong. I was like, I will slap the holy hell out. Shut up.
You watched 2 games out the year.
Yeah. So I don't think it has nothing to do with the players. It doesn't even have anything to do with trash talking. It's because outside influencers so often try to change things to bring people against each other. And that's all this was. This was a divisive tactic to try to bring hate towards something that should have been, celebrate.
Yeah.
Because like I said, if
Yeah.
you look at Caitlin Clark's games throughout the year, boy, she let
Oh, yeah.
people have it.
No,
Already.
she waved old girl off on the 3-point line.
Yeah, like, man, shoot that. I ain't worried about you.
She told another player, "Y'all are down 15 points. Shut up."
Yep.
But y'all don't talk
I
about
mean,
that.
nah.
And they was whipping that ass when she said it though.
Oh, I understand, but
No,
I'm
but
just
no,
saying.
Reed, we feel you. So and that's why I think she wasn't mad because she
Yeah.
knows how much shit she talks, right?
Real talk.
Right.
So she knows she talk a lot of smack. She know, like we said, there's rules to this. If
Yeah.
you got one, you got to be able to back it up, and then two, if you gonna dish it, you got to be able to take it. Caitlin, that's why
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark wasn't complaining. She took it.
No.
She took
No.
it.
And again, it said multiple times and repeatedly, hey, I love her game. And it doesn't bother me. It's what it is. And hey, she won. And they played well. They beat us. Keeping it on poop talking.
We do know Tony Yayo started that, right?
What's that? That
Look.
right there? Oh,
I'm
that was
just
Tony
saying.
Yayo?
Yeah, Yayo started that. John Cena took it, and
Reappropriated, huh?
yeah.
Boy,
Talking about poop talking,
being educated,
Ravens are
man,
talking about getting a QB in the first round of this year's draft. Don't know if you know this, but the Ravens currently only have 5 picks in this draft, and their first pick is the 22nd pick. So, yeah.
Wasn't Lamar drafted in the 20s?
He was.
So they can find a quarterback there. The question, Jay Stoggs, is this disrespectful to LJ?
That's the real question.
That is the question, if you ask me, brother.
Shout out, because I did a podcast with my partners, man. A couple of guys. I met Crunch Time Sports, man. I did their podcast as well. We talked upon this. And very interestingly, that they said that they actually believe that this will be a draft day decision. There'll be a draft day decision. I think by the day of the draft, we may hear something about Lamar Jackson being traded to another team.
Yes. And Brian, I'm with you. Yes, and they don't care. It is very disrespectful because first of all, you have him on basically a tendered franchise tag, right? Where it's we're gonna let you just go out there. You can talk to whoever you want to, but whoever does, they got to give us some draft picks, especially in the first and second round. So everyone's like, I don't want to give up my first, even though he's a great talent, but I don't want to give up my first. We're just gonna wait and see. So it's a wait and see mentality going on right now with him. So they just got him dangling out there. Right. He
dangling like a carrot.
Dangling like a carrot. And he has since said that he's asked for a trade since March 2nd. And they have said nothing. They've also, just kind of been hush about it. They have not wanted to talk to him about this. Yeah. Jordan Love's situation. The pick and sit for a year if need be. But I think the difference here is between Jordan Love and this one was Jordan Love was a surprise. Whereas this right here, they've been doing him dirty for a while.
Well, look, there may not be any quarterbacks for them to draft by the time they pick.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's what I'm saying. At 22nd?
That's what I'm saying. And then, second of all, if I'm Lamar, and I think what's hurting Lamar a lot now is the fact that he don't have no agent. Because I think if he
Yes.
had an agent, he could have worked this out some way, somehow, to where he could have got traded a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? The agent could have probably somehow showed his leverage and all the ins and outs. I don't know how it works with having an agent that can direct your money and all that other stuff, but I mean that's kind of hurting him at this point in time right now. It's quite unfortunate. If I was Lamar, I would just tell them, hey, I'm not suiting up. I'm not suiting up for y'all. So find a way to get me out of here. No sense. No sense in it. And y'all can just crash and burn on your own self. I'll go somewhere where I'm appreciated, where somebody's gonna use me and you know what I'm saying, pay me, what I feel like I'm owed. But I would not play another down for Baltimore. Not another down.
Game, you about to say something? Or?
I'm right there with Reed. I think Deion Sanders said it best on one of his posts that Lamar Jackson has to stop being nice and stand firm. And
Mhm.
for so long is we always talk about the double standard. We just got to talk about the double standard in sports. It's the same thing when it
Yeah.
comes to the African American quarterback. I mean, and I don't like making sports a black and white thing because it should be
Yeah.
about the competitiveness on the field or on the court, on the baseball diamond or mound. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
what you do to get things done to bring out the best competitor in you. But at the end of the day, we sit here and we see it. We see how the protest in Kaepernick. And then really right now I'm working on a piece. Are there really 32 quarterbacks better than Cam Newton? Whether I'm not saying Cam needs to come and be a starter, but there are really 32 quarterbacks better than him right now.
You telling me Brock Purdy's better than him?
Yes.
Gardner Minshew,
Gardner Minshew.
No.
Taylor Heineke.
I'll give you Gardner Minshew.
Taylor
Who?
Heineke.
No.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Davis Wells.
Well, no, Fitzpatrick. I mean Tannehill.
No.
That's my point. So my whole thing is the way Lamar plays the game and what he put in himself. And yes, he's been banged up the last couple of years. He's got to sit out to get what he really, really wants. And to me, right now, you've devalued me and showed me that you don't give a damn about me. And the dude at the press conference baited him into the question. They goddamn took it. I would have. And the PR guy tried to. He tried to redirect that shit, and he couldn't redirect it. They had to. Well, it's always opportunity. We look at what's best available on the board, and that's fun. If there's a quarterback on the board, we might, we will have to do it.
Yeah, they already let the cat out the bag.
Well, I mean, you already been talking about this. Go on with that.
Yeah, the cat was already out of the bag. You want to go ahead and draft another quarterback? All right, fine. At 22, good luck, Godspeed. Maybe you try and get it because you don't have a second round pick. So basically, you got a first, a third, a fourth, a fifth, and I believe a sixth.
You know who might be there?
Hendon Hooker.
Stetson Bennett.
Stetson Bennett going in the 6th or 7th round, dog.
Really?
That's what I said.
6th or 7th round?
6
That's
or
what
7.
I said, but everybody
5th at the highest.
Nah.
Y'all might mess around and see old boy from TCU, Max Duggan.
That's an interesting pick.
Why he gonna be the new Andy Dalton?
It might be.
I'm not saying the new Andy, but
that's an interesting pick because you know what, his name has not showed up anywhere.
Well, it's because his draft grade, dog. If you look at PFF and a lot of other scouting,
and it's all based on one game.
And
granted,
it was based on that whole season.
His draft stock, man, he had to come back like 4 times a year. His draft stock, he doesn't have a very high grade at all.
Nah, because the thing is, they based it on one game. You can't tell me it was based on the whole season, especially looking at Bryce Young and the type of season he had this year.
But Bryce Young played the year before, prior to. No one heard of Max Duggan until this season. He had to battle to win the job at TCU late in the training camp.
Who heard of Jordan Love when he got
did.
drafted? No, you did.
Yes, I did. Because he played at Utah State in the Mountain West against the University of Nevada.
Stop it.
Buff nerd. You need to watch more football besides Horned Frogs.
I watch football.
And Longhorn.
You know what? I watch football that's on TV.
You asked the
I watch
question.
football that's on TV, not
Okay,
on
but
satellite.
if you really know the game,
I
you
don't
study the
have
game and the
people.
people that play the game.
I don't have people
If you
email me the game
so
like they
but
do
I'm
for
just
you.
saying,
Like, hey, look who we played.
you watch who
Look,
America put in front of you. So if
look,
that's the case,
look
you
who
never
Nevada
gonna
played
know.
this week in
You
the Mountain
never gonna
West,
know the best players out
right?
there available
The
in the
UC
draft.
Banana Slugs. I don't watch that. I'm not gonna watch that game.
And
I'm
you
not gonna
don't have
watch
to watch that
Nevada
to know what they're
versus
doing.
UC Banana Slugs. I'm not watching that. Okay, you can watch it, and you should. That's your squad. That's your team. I'm not watching it. I
Jordan
watch
Love
TCU
doesn't play
games.
for my squad. My point is, if you want to know the game to talk about the game, you
So
study the
you
players
watch North
in the
Dakota
game.
games? You watch North Dakota State?
North
You watch
Dakota
that?
State?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. You didn't? You talking about them now, so obviously you asked me.
Get him, big game.
That's D2 games, man. That's
No,
D2.
it's not. North Dakota State is not D2. It's FCS, which is 1AA. That they don't call it that anymore. And just nowadays, with so many schools like it is, they can go compete with lower
You
tier.
can call it what you
D1
want
schools.
to.
It's not
You
D2.
can say
Go look it up in the NCAA.
but
It's
you
not
just said
D2.
it's 1AA.
But D2 is different than 1AA, J Stocks. It's
Oh
a whole
my
nother tier
gosh.
down.
Okay. All right.
It's a whole nother tier down.
They made little new, nuances so people
they
like,
didn't. You can go
UC
all the
Banana
way-
Slugs and Nevadas.
UC Nevada,
and all of
UC
them.
Banana Slugs don't even have a fucking football program. So now I know you don't know what the hell you're talking about. That's a gaucho and a banana slug. They got basketball and baseball and maybe girl sports. They don't even play football.
They make the little team, little schools. You're not down there. You're still D1, just over there. But it's all good.
And your point is what?
My point is this. My real point is this. When you start looking at squads like or players like Max Duggan, who was an award winner, okay? You can say whatever you want to about PFF. You can say whatever you want to about, football players and QBs and all of this who are rated high, who have done nothing in the league. And you and I both know this. You can be rated high, drafted high, and do absolutely nothing in the league.
And you can be an award winner and do nothing in the league.
You absolutely could.
It goes both ways.
True. It
Danny
does
Wuerffel.
go both ways.
He was a Heisman Trophy winner.
He was.
He beat out Marshall. He shouldn't have beat out Marshall Falk. That's a whole nother topic within itself. So you're going to have guys that do well at the collegiate level. They're going to win a shitload of awards, but it will not transition over to the next level.
Yeah.
It won't. It's because they're system guys.
We'll see. I'm excited to see who lands where.
I hope Max Duggan gets a chance because I think he got a chip on his shoulder and he plays a lot better than what people are giving him credit for.
I think so too.
I think he'll get picked up.
Shit, put it like this. Okay. If motherfuckers knew everything they thought they knew, Kurt Warner wouldn't have been bagging grocery at the IGA in Iowa and playing for the Iowa Barnstormers.
That was mine. You took mine. That's mine.
That was your what? That is real life.
I said that yesterday. Don't you do that. And yes, Brian, the UC Banana Slugs is a real team.
But he can't tell you what UC school that belongs to.
UC Santa Barbara. Shut up, bro. Get out of here, man.
Don't. Okay.
Why don't you hit the button on that? Hit the button on that. Hit the button on that. Hit the button on that. Okay.
UC Santa Barbara.
I told you, man. Hey, I'm that dude sometimes. I'm that dude.
Yeah, there you go. UC Santa Cruz, not UC Santa Barbara. UC Santa Barbara is the Gauchos.
So we're gonna have podcast.
You might have to look at what a gaucho is, because I think of those pants that women wore in the early 2000s. I got sick of seeing.
Are those called gauchos?
You remember those gaucho pants? It was like capris that. Never mind.
We call them jams. We call them jams down here, man. I think I know what you're talking about, though.
No.
Yeah, it is the Gauchos. UC Santa Barbara is the Gauchos.
Mm-hmm.
He is right.
Close.
Yes.
That's close. It's pretty close.
UCSB Gauchos.
Yeah.
UC Santa Cruz. Shout out, yeah.
My boys, Banana Slugs. Just like Delta State in the Fighting Ogres.
Hey man, where is that again? For real?
Delta State.
What Delta? Like Mississippi Delta?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh yeah. Delta State.
Delta State. The Angry Okras. It's either angry. I think it's fighting. It's fighting okras or something like that. It's okra.
Oh Jesus! Next thing you know, they're gonna have a gumbo mascot.
It's pretty close. I'm surprised Louisiana Tech has it, or some new school in Louisiana will have that. The hot gumbos or something.
Yes,
Or
Delta
the-
State is the fighting okra.
Thank you.
In Cleveland, Mississippi.
Don't hate. It is. That's my home state.
Hey man, the picture of the school marquee still has cotton around it.
Yeah. So, anyways,
Moving along, the goddamn Baltimore Ravens are tripping.
oh Lord,
Oh shit!
Welcome to the shop. Make sure that you
This
like,
how it happens,
subscribe,
y'all.
and smash that
this
bell.
is how it happens on the shop every
Oh,
time, bro. Every
If
time.
you
bro.
love the
Every
content,
time.
go ahead and like it. Go ahead and love it.
Oh,
Put
my
a smile or
gosh.
something. Share it with some folks. And join in the conversation because you see what we doing here. Because yeah, just don't be afraid. You get cussed out. It's out of love. Look here. Dame Lillard put out a new rap song.
Oh god!
Wow.
You really want to talk about that?
I do.
Okay.
I think it's I do. Especially
you-
as a fan.
I got okay. Finish your thought. I gotta ask a question.
I know where he was going with it, but go ahead, man.
Yeah.
go ahead.
I mean, in the rap song, if you haven't heard it, right? He talks about how fans are dogging him because he stayed in Portland and that he should not, or that he's staying there. He's not ring chasing and basically telling the fans, you know what? F you. I'm loyal. I'm trying to get my guys up. What do you think about this? First of all, should he be putting this out?
I mean, he already has a reputation of being an artist.
That's his platform.
That's
So
one of his
I'm not even
platforms.
talking. I'm not talking about the
So
rap
he can
song.
do that.
I'm talking about
should
the
he-
content.
But the content of it, yeah, I see
should
nothing
he
wrong.
should have
Nothing
played
wrong with it?
loyal and quit chasing rings?
Well, just the content basically towards the fans, like, yo, I'm here doing what I want to do. I don't need y'all to tell me to go somewhere else.
Now, see, that has to be what he's made. That has to be fans outside of Portland that is telling him that
sure,
he's
of
coming.
course.
Of course.
Yeah, you know why, Reed? That's fans everywhere else that would like to see him on their team to help them win.
Which
So of course they're gonna
of
let him
course.
have it when it
Of
comes
course.
down to him staying in
But
Portland.
but it had a little hint of some people in maybe his own camp that may have been kind of chirping in his ear, like,
which
you
can
need to
happen.
go
Which can happen,
somewhere
which
else.
is understandable.
But
And
doesn't
it's-
Dame need his ear chirped in? Because at the end of the day, like we said, I feel like he is creating a way to backpedal out of the situation he made to stay and chase the his name. What he did is in his name, Dame Dollar. He chased the dollar, and now he's never gonna be remembered for winning a chip.
No,
He's gonna
because
be
he
just
won't.
that dude that took the bread that couldn't get it done.
Hold on. Big game. Y'all said it on my show, man. MCXP, UNT. Y'all was saying that the boy's gonna be like Hall of Fame. Still.
Now, I'm not taking away he's Hall of Fame, but if fans are already critiquing Reed and questioning him for not winning and being loyal to stay in Portland, you think they go commend him on the player he is? They're gonna be like, man, he was stupid. He didn't win nothing, and they're gonna talk bad about it. It doesn't take away it doesn't take away that he will have Hall of Fame numbers, Hall of Fame credentials, and he will be in the Hall of Fame. I meant that when T and I said it. He's going to get into the Hall, but he's going to get looked at and frowned upon. And Jay Stock spoke on this a time before on BGSB because of what his decision was. So now he's using his being on people's podcasts and going into the booth to defend his decision on not going and get with a better team to stay loyal to Portland. I'm not mad at that dude. And that's on Dame. If he can live with how he gonna be remembered, kudos to him.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. If he wanted to stay, that's fine, man. I don't think. I think it's to me. I think it's better for the sport that he literally stays. You know that Portland still has a superstar. You know that's
Yeah.
actually willing to stay there and try to help and build that organization up and get a championship.
Now, did y'all hear how they trying to change the rules in the NBA to try to cut out the power teams and stuff? Restructuring, like not allowing people to go over to have the luxury tax, not be able to trade away money and draft considerations for these big name players. They're trying to put a stop to the super team.
I mean, they've been trying to do that since LeBron, though, and I think even before him, there was a trade. Chris Paul was trying to move to
LA
L.A.
when David Stern blocked that was
the
bullshit.
Lakers.
Though they just
Yeah,
David Stern was mad. At
Oh,
the
we
Lakers
knew
at
what
the
that
time,
was.
and that was bullshit.
We knew what that was.
Hey guys, here's the question: since we're in the shop and we can talk about it,
let's go.
is this better for the game now? A GM has to show that he can really be a GM and build a team like they did back in the 90s and 80s, instead of just relying on spending more money because your team has it, being in the big market you in. Because God, dude, if right now if these rules kicked in, Golden State's ass would be in trouble because they so high above the luxury tax. It's ridiculous. Although they got Clay and Steph and Draymond in the draft, but where they are money wise now, certain teams will be, it's going to kick certain teams in the ass.
I don't think so because you still have a team like Milwaukee, who's a small market that's still relevant and that did win a championship.
Yeah, but before that, it'd been a long time before a small market team got one, Jay.
I can't say that because I'm thinking of like San Antonio had a run. And I mean, it's been a minute.
Mm-hmm.
But
been a while, like I said.
I mean, I'm trying to think. Yeah, Golden State has been there. Cleveland had one. Dallas had one. I mean, it's still enough to where like New York hasn't had anything at all. Brooklyn hasn't had anything at all. LA just got theirs in the bubble.
They haven't put, but LA before the bubble with Kobe, Shaq, Gasol, and Kobe, you still that market and what they're able to do in LA,
yes,
is still totally different than the Milwaukee.
Yeah, I agree. But Milwaukee did win.
They did,
and were relevant.
That's the unicorn. That shit not always happening like that.
I think you still have enough for your small market in the NBA. But yes, the Golden States and the Lakers and those types of teams, the Bostons, the Phillies. But I mean, even Toronto won, right? I think you still have enough there in NBA, but it is. And I think what's also crazy is you still have to play as a team. You can have big names and not win. You can have big names and not win.
Yeah,
that part.
Yeah,
you look. We're sitting here in Dallas with some big names, and
I was just gonna say it.
Well, y'all got two big names, and that alone not gonna do it. And Dallas makes me scratch my head. Because I still want to know why Christian Wood's not playing more, and even JaVale McGee came in and gave y'all decent minutes the other day.
I put some blame on Kid.
Yeah,
then I got to put a lot of it on.
I put some of the blame on Kid because he deals with the rotations and stuff like that. So you have to give him some blame. But second of all, I mean the team has to want to play defense. And even Luka and Kyrie both said it. They said, "Look, it's not the offense that's the issue; it's the defense."
Yeah, it's the defense. Oh yeah, the defense is
the defense.
So
for whatever reason, they can't play a lick of defense. Against anybody.
Do y'all believe defense is a mindset and an attitude?
Defense is a mindset. It's an attitude, and defense continually. I don't care what you say. It always wins championships.
No doubt.
And yeah,
I've never seen it. I've never seen it in any other way. It wins championships.
Hey man, everybody that's over here in the chat, appreciate y'all, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit those thumbs up, man.
For sure.
We need the algorithm to start wiggling.
Jealous owners, yeah. Brian was putting out there. It was jealous owners that colluded against the trade.
Them a
I
boys.
just, it was just some things that it left a very bad taste in the mouth because the league could have pushed it through, but they didn't.
They didn't
And
want to
even
see that.
They didn't want the Lakers.
If it was jealous owners like that, they didn't want to see Chris Paul and Kobe Bryant and Pau Gasol all on the same
And
team.
don't forget, and they signed Dwight Howard to go along with that as well.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That would have been disgusting to see, but still, yeah. That was that. I always believed that was a colluded move.
Yeah,
Always.
big
I
time.
mean, but you had Kobe and Shaq. You had Robert Horry that came, big shot Rob. You had who else was there? I mean, you had people that were still on the squad when Shaq came over. I mean, and then you look at excuse me, Paul Pierce and Garnett
and Jesus
and Jesus Shuttleworth.
Yeah,
That's why we're friends.
Yeah, but and that's the point we're making though. This new rule caps a lot of that. You might be able to add one of those guys, but not three of those pieces. I got to find that article and send it to y'all, man. I want y'all to read it because it's just like they're trying to change the game up. And my thing is, and I said this, I want to see these so-called GM gurus get paid for putting together a team through drafts and giving the small market OKC kind of teams a chance.
But I think what's kind of crazy is when was the last time you've heard of a rookie or even a second-year player making a huge mark in the NBA within the past, let's say, 5 years?
A second-year player making or a rookie?
Rookie or a second year?
Luka?
Okay. I mean, Luka's been around for I think more than 5, but yeah, I'll give you that. Luka, Trey,
yeah.
Yeah. Past that, who you got?
They haven't been in more than 5 years yet, have they? No.
Yeah, they've been in 5 years.
Luka and Trey Young?
Yeah, but he's saying them coming in like the first couple of years.
Yeah.
Making heavy impacts like that. Yeah.
I mean, outside of them.
Ja?
Okay. I'll give you Ja Morant.
Oh.
Yeah. So we're gonna, but I mean, that's that we talking about 3 players in 5 years.
Now we would have to, delve into that a little bit more.
Okay. Yeah, good question. College b-ball isn't good enough to simply build through the draft anymore.
Nah, I challenge that. It is. The blue blood schools maybe because they so one and done and they're not ready to come in and be super impactful. But I think you might be able to get never mind. You're right. Fuck
it. and that's why. And that's why, because, and to your point, a lot of one and dones, they're not ready for the league yet. They come in, like the kid that the number 1 draft pick that came in, what's his name? Gaucho, something like that. I don't know what his name is. Gaucho, Donovan Mitchell. Has he been in 5 years?
Well, yeah, who's Gazpacho? Isn't that like a dip or something?
What's his name? I don't know the kid's
name. The
boy
number
1 overall pick, man. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
You're not talking about back when D Wade and Melo and them came out, are you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. I'm not trying to be funny,
I just saw Donovan Mitchell.
You mean Ponchero?
Yeah, that's him. See, I
know
about
the boy from Orlando.
No, but Ponchero's balling in Orlando.
Yeah, that's who you talking about.
You just don't see the Magic Kingdom on TV.
Why is that?
There you go again. Shut up, John. There you go again. Not seeing who doing
why
what.
Is that? You know why? You know why? Because right before that game, they played the Nevada and UC Santa Cruz game. That's why.
You just mad because Morris Brown or Clark Atlanta can't play against Houston and then come scrimmage TCU. Your schools can't even play each other.
You
in
pushing
in Phoenix in what's it called? University of Phoenix don't have sports.
You know what? You wait. They will. Shout out to all my University of Phoenix alums.
Don't they got a chess team?
Man, they got a video game team.
He got
I know what that
Got a
means
Morse
too.
code.
So
a
That's
how
Morse
about
funny.
code
that?
team.
I
That's
know
funny. That's funny.
Oh,
Morse
shit.
Brown. Hey man, whatever. Once Brown is on the come up.
Hey, that's what happened in the shop, y'all. Man, thank y'all for Hey,
Yeah.
y'all don't know how much I missed this shit the last couple times y'all did it. Now, I had to try to drop
Man, you
in
ain't
and
been here in
watch
months.
and listen and look. Well, shit, you neither is never mind.
Yeah, thank you.
You know, shit happens. Brothers gotta work sometimes.
Real talk,
They
man.
do. Hey, and I
Life.
appreciate y'all, man. I
Life.
appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, man. It is what it is. But welcome to the shop. Glad that you're here again. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and smash that bell so you know when you can get content not only from Big Game Entertainment, but whenever when A Reed comes by, stops through, and chills with us. Right, we making sure that we can link it through
And Reed is
because we have
one of
great
the
content.
originals.
Yes, he is
The
an
original.
original from moving the chains.
We don't have
Yes,
to tag him
sir.
in.
Yes, sir.
From moving the
Yes,
chains.
sir. We've been doing this for a while.
Yes,
I love
sir.
every
So
minute
yeah,
of it, fellas.
this is the shop. But man, I'm telling you that's a part of it that uh I'm looking forward to it, man. But you can't stifle the game because the game is built on superstars.
You're right. But so, Styles, did we answer did we all answer the question about being loyal? Do athletes owe teams anything, and should they be loyal? Because this, I think, is a matter of opinion. When it comes down to how Bradley Beal
Yeah.
and Dame Dollar will be judged by NBA fans.
It's definitely a matter of opinion, but you got to always remember that every player is an individual. Every player is an
Right.
individual. And, I mean, it's kind of a legal contract that they have, you know what I'm saying, once they get
No one
signed
know.
to play, you know what I'm saying, for however long. But I've never believed that it's not up to that player to stay if he don't want to stay. It can be
Yeah.
it can be a multitude of things that he may not like. You see, a lot of people are gonna judge these guys based off like Kobe,
The rings.
based off that Dirk, guys who played their
Yeah.
whole entire career with one team, but at
That's
least
so
got there,
rare.
but at least
Boy,
got
that's a
there to the
unicorn
championship and
nowadays.
won.
That don't happen, y'all.
That's
It don't
see,
rare.
happen no more.
A lot of people are gonna judge it by that. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? But then when you have guys like KD,
Yeah.
they hold a gun to his head because of him
Villain.
moving and stuff. You see
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
So I mean, it's really, to me, that's based off the individual, how they feel, where they want to
Elite, not
go,
elite.
what it is, man. I don't
But
think that any player should be held to just stay if he don't want to stay. No.
It's
I
got to
would
make right.
say
It's got to make sense to them.
Yeah.
Giannis, Giannis will
Yeah.
probably stay in
Giannis
Milwaukee.
ain't going nowhere. They're going to ship
Yeah.
Giannis off. He's not going to leave.
But I
And he
also
won
think
one there,
though,
like you said, Jay. So Giannis in his mind, he could be like LeBron. Hey, I got one. I can dip. But I think Giannis is like, I did it here. I know I can do it here. I want to stay here. So that's
Giannis is more like Dirk to me. To be honest with you, I mean, foreign-born player. He's all about his team and his squad and who brought him in. He won one with them, so he's like, "Look, we can win it again. Why not?" And Dirk did the same thing. But I
Milwaukee
think
has to do
also,
everything to keep him. There's not another talent like Giannis, and
yeah,
especially he brings money to that market.
but I don't think they have to do a lot. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
they
He
won't
won't
have
be
to
as hard to
do.
convince. I feel you, Jay.
No, I don't think he'll have to do. They'll have to do something, but they won't have to do a lot. But
Dallas
I
will
think,
have to do more to convince Luka to stay than Milwaukee would have to do to convince
Oh,
Giannis to stay.
Oh
like,
yeah,
we had Giannis's brother here in Dallas. Like, Giannis, your brother's here. You can play with your brother, and they're like,
Man, he's like, I
I'm
see my
good.
brother play. I'm good.
Yeah, and then what ended up happening? His brother went to Milwaukee. So that part. But what I was gonna say is, I think players, as far as team loyal to teams, no, but to their fans, I think now because of the advent of fantasy basketball, you have people that now are more loyal to players. Like they'll say, "Oh, I like this player," or "I like that player." It's like, well, you're from Dallas. Why do you like Steph Curry?
Yeah.
They play for the Warriors. Well, I just like Steph Curry's game.
That's just
That's
like
who I play on the video game.
you're right, Jay.
I like that player. And so And so it's that part that for me, the rap was like, look, if you got your fans saying, "Damn, I want you to win one," go here. Maybe it's not with my team where I am, but if you go here, then you'll win one. Go get you a chip because we feel you deserve one. I think that's really the energy that's coming where it's coming from.
That's
Not
how I
so
felt about
much
Melo.
uh,
That's how I felt about Melo.
when
I
LeBron
wanted
came
to see
into the
him win.
league. Yeah, when LeBron came into the league, I liked LeBron James. I didn't care about Cleveland Cavaliers. I
Okay.
didn't. Okay. I'm a Mavs fan through and through, but I liked LeBron's game. I was like, this is phenomenal. This is
Mhm.
amazing. I had a LeBron James shirt. I wore it all the time when he first came in. Now, again, not LeBron James, not a Lakers fan, not a Cavs fan, definitely not a Miami fan, but I like LeBron. So that's a player I like. So I'll follow him, you know. But I think that's the evolution of where the fan is now is I don't have to be loyal per se to a team. I love my team, but I love players.
But do you think it's a generational thing now, Jay? I mean, you said you
Sure.
know you like your boy LeBron, but you're
Yeah,
still true to your Mavs.
sure.
I got a
No,
kid in my house that ain't been to the Bay Area one time in his life, even though his daddy went to high school out there. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? Spent significant time in that part of California that loves the
yeah,
Golden State Warriors.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And
yeah,
I had one, my oldest for a while, and it was because of Paul Pierce. He was a Celtics fan. What the
yeah.
hell? We ain't never been to Boston. You ain't never been to Boston, Massachusetts, ever. And he loved Kansas City and football. And
Mm-hmm.
he was almost like, well, I don't know if I should start cheering for the Dolphins now. Why? Well, because Tyreek Hill gone. Say, nah, fool, you ain't gonna be like, nah, I gotta give you hell when the Dolphins lose. You gotta catch it still when Kansas City lose. I can't switch teams when your players get traded or
Mm.
but
But
I think
that's
it's a generational thing now, dog.
yeah. KD is my favorite player, and I'm a diehard Laker fan. It's real in the field, man. It's real in the field, and I think that's the part of the evolution of the fan in sports that diehards can't get to in saying that I like this player. I like my team, but I like this player. And so I'm gonna follow this player. And so you look at him like, why are you wearing that jersey? Why are you wearing that shirt? Why are you rooting for them? I love their game.
I had a player like that before though. I can't lie.
Yeah.
I was like that with C Webb.
Mm.
I was a big C Webb fan, dog. So
Mhm.
I mean I get why people are like that. I don't
Yeah.
judge you on it, but at the same time, I don't like people that just abandon teams to go with everybody that's winning. Because I mean, I know people that like
Yeah.
everybody they like have been a dynasty at some point in time in their career, and they all in different cities and states, and your ass ain't been to none of them. Come on now,
Yeah.
give me a break. But
Yeah.
with the internet, with social media, with Snapchat, with
Yeah.
TikTok, it makes it so much easier to follow these players to make it feel like
Hmm.
you know them. You know you in they
Yeah.
snaps, you on the IG looking at them, and so now you cheer for them. And I think it's
Yeah.
easier to follow. Back in the day, we ain't had no internet like that to watch nobody. Especially me,
Oh no,
we had
man.
to try to record the game off of ABC and put that VHS tape back in later and watch it. And that's how we did
Yes.
boxing matches. Like you were like,
Yes.
hey man, the fight coming on. It's like, hey dog, let's watch that Mike Tyson fight. Nowadays, you just go,
Put
Daddy,
that
who
tape
Mike
in and hit
Tyson?
record.
Right.
Put that tape in, hit record, and hope you don't record over something important.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. That part. But I mean,
Your
that's
grandmama soap operas.
ooh, don't do it.
Hey.
The third time you didn't taped over roots. Um, that's personal.
Roots is like you had to use 2 tapes to get all the roots.
Two,
Or
bro.
3.
Bro, with no commercials,
Yeah, Roots
bro.
Roots was a box set.
Man, I'm telling you. But it's that part
He said 2 times.
where again that fan that's centric. KD favorite player and a diehard Laker fan. I don't know how that happens. That's something because I don't know. I think to me, with a KD fan, like I don't know too many KD fans
You
that are
don't?
out and like I love KD. Like,
Oh, I love KD. I've said it plenty
are
of
you a
times.
fan
I'm a
of
big
KD?
fan of KD. Hell yeah, I've always been a fan of KD.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
There you
I've
He's
go.
your
always been
favorite
a
player?
dedicated. I didn't say favorite player, but I've always been a fan. I don't really have like an absolute favorite guy in the league now. Like I just really don't have like a super fave. But it's guys that I like. I follow them, man, because I just love what the hell they do.
I feel you on that,
You
Reed.
know what
You
I'm
made me
saying?
think, like, who the hell is my favorite player in the NBA right
Who's
now?
your
Damn.
favorite player in the NBA?
Shit.
I'm dead serious. My last fave, aside from Dirk, was Kobe, man. And I hate the Lakers.
Mm.
I fucking loved what Kobe did. You used to hate Kobe because of what he
Mhm.
could do, but then you just loved him because what the fuck he could do.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but I think that's uh and Brian agrees with you. He hasn't had one since Kobe as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, dog.
It's been hard because I'm not trying to be funny. And then I was a Shaq fan. I was a C
Yeah.
Webb fan. I like Charles
Yeah.
Barkley.
There was a lot of guys I enjoyed
So,
watching.
Yeah. You like the big boys.
yeah, I did. I like to see the big boys,
That's cool.
around the basket, and
Yeah.
the game was a little bit different now. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I like watching Ja play.
Yeah.
I did too. Like the watching the healthy KD play.
Yeah.
I like Steph's energy, but I wouldn't go like,
Yeah.
oh man, Steph my favorite player. But I do
I
like his
can't.
energy and
Yeah.
watching him play.
I
I
mean,
do.
if I had to say all time fave, I mean it may sound cliche, but I mean just watching Jordan and everything that Jordan was able to do was just that was just ridiculous. I think him, another one of my faves was Vince Carter. Watching
Wow.
what he was able to do, you know what I'm saying, as far as dunking and stuff. But yeah. But Kobe, most def, man. I always loved Kobe. Always.
Who's Bi?
Brandon Ingram.
Oh, really? Brandon Ingram?
Hey, Ingram
Okay,
can
that's
ball.
interesting.
Them my
I'm
boys,
not saying
man.
he's
In-
not.
I know.
Ingram's a baller. I give it to
Shout
him.
out to Grip. Shout out to Brian.
And
Appreciate you.
you don't know. I mean, Brandon Ingram is a kind of a quiet killer with it, and so I just
I
don't
like
like
Brandon Ingram.
pub.
I
But you're
like
right.
him. I just
A lot of people you wouldn't hear a lot of people say that Brandon Ingram's their favorite player. Jay,
yeah,
I agree with you. I feel you on that.
yeah.
I
I
feel
mean, you again, you've got to watch that player and say, "Ooh, I like him." And I mean, I think that, again, that's
Kyrie.
what it boils down to.
I
A
love
lot of people
Kyrie's
do like
game.
Kyrie.
you know what?
You know,
I love Kyrie's game. I just hate the bullshit that goes with Kyrie. And I'm not saying him in the bullshit. It's just
yeah. But if you
he
focus on the
does is
game,
scrutinized. But watching him play, because I
yeah.
missed how good of a player he was at one point in time because of controversy. And then I really
Mhm.
I really watched Kyrie in the game before, and I was like, this a cold-blooded dog. I said, this dude is a killer.
Yeah.
Real
I'm like,
talk.
God damn, he can dribble the ball like crazy.
Man, bad shot taker, bad shot maker. Yeah, I'm trying to think around the league. Like I like Jason Tatum. He's one of the players I
Tatum's
love
nice.
to
Tatum's one
watch.
that's growing on me.
Tatum's nice.
And I like
I
Jaylen
love to
Brown of
watch
Boston
him.
too. And I think Brown makes me cheer for him because what he does off the court as well. You know what I'm saying? So
That's
like, it's just
yeah,
crazy.
but I'm talking about on the court. Like if I turn on the TV, I'm like, ooh,
I'm gonna
if
stop and
Boston
watch
is
him.
playing and Tatum, yeah. Like who would you turn away from, or what are you doing to turn on the TV to watch?
Damn. I ain't had one of them in basketball in a long, long time. Like I'll catch if it's a good game on, I'm gonna watch it. If
Yeah.
if the Hawks playing, I'm not trying to be funny. I will sit down and try to catch a little bit of my Hawks till they do something to make me go crazy and I walk away from it. You know what I'm saying? Like they piss me off. But
I'll stop and watch Luca.
I was just about to say that too, Reed. I was like,
Yeah.
your boy Luca has got me a couple times.
No Clippers.
Never.
Shit, we don't know if they're ever gonna play.
Well, that part. You got Paul George out there, and you got the machine out there.
There's only like one time in history that we feel like the Clippers could have actually did something.
Yeah, the
It's
one
like
time.
that one time, and after
The
that, it
one
was like,
time.
never mind. Y'all had us. Y'all had us.
In the words of Jay Stoggs, they're clippering again.
Y'all had us.
The Clippers are clippering.
And y'all clipped again.
Yes.
There you
Clippers
go.
are clippering. But
Yo, fellas, as always, it's been fun. Thank you for those that have joined us and came in and chopped it up.
you need to let me
Chopped
do
it
that
up with
one
us
gotta
in the
go
shop.
since we couldn't do it last night. I'm just playing, dog. I'm just playing.
No,
I ain't
you're
gonna do
not.
that to
You
you.
so serious.
I ain't gonna do that to you, dog.
Hey Reed,
What?
you got one for tonight?
No, see, y'all have to tell me these things.
See, there you go.
Okay,
So we don't have
so we don't
would you
have
rather.
that, and we don't have one gotta go. So
Hey,
we gotta go.
one gotta go.
Real quick, go ahead, big game.
Spider-Man, Superman, Batman, or Captain America.
Captain America.
I got it. One gotta go.
Superman.
Oh, Superman, the Man of Steel.
Captain America.
Superman. He's trash.
I say Batman because all his shit is just man-made.
You are a hater. Batman, the great detective, can beat anybody. Anybody. And he's normal. He's a regular ass man. He ain't got nothing except his brain.
Okay. And money.
I mean, he's a good detective. He can figure out a lot of stuff, man.
The
Only
best.
thing
Brian,
only
that's not cap, bro. That's real. Hey, a piece of rock.
No, he's saying Captain America. He's saying Captain America.
Captain America. You're a hater, bro.
My thing about Batman is that just kill these motherfuckers. Like, stop letting them come back. Stop taking them to jail and letting them break out, and then you got to do this all over again. It's like just a continuous. I mean, how many episodes? No, if you would have killed Joker a long time ago, you probably wouldn't have all these people dead. And
so see, he did kill Joker.
You know what I'm saying? No, how long did it? It took 50 fucking years for him to kill Joker, bro.
But that's DC though. That's why it's trash. That's why DC is trash. That's why DC is trash. But no, it's got to be Superman. Look, he's wait. You said y'all can't keep me cap.
Oh damn!
I'm getting rid of Captain America.
No, how do you get rid of Captain America?
All he has is a shield, and that's it.
He's a super soldier, bro. He's got strength, speed.
Womp.
Stocks doesn't like Superman because he said no superhero should be able to be brought down by a green rock.
He's a rock. And no one is that like just boy, like, oh, he's so good. Whatever.
Take down by a
he's
green
trash.
rock.
It's a green rock. One piece of green rock, he's done.
But you know how hard it is to find that piece of green rock?
Not that hard, because Lex Luthor always seems to have some.
Lex Luthor had that shit on the keychain, fool.
This is true though. He's not lying though. He's not lying though. He's not lying. But no, man.
And do you know how that story came about? Like how they came up with that? They were actually doing a radio show, right? This is back when Superman's like back in the 30s. They're like, oh, he doesn't have any weaknesses. What can we think of? And on the spot, they said, how about kryptonite? Yeah, it's a piece of rock. Get out of here with that, man. Come on, dude. Let's get out of here. It's a fact. Look it up.
Man, no. Dude.
Superman's trash.
I know you're not lying.
He's booty.
But when the hell did you have time to study and find out,
bro,
about 1930s and them?
Check my byline.
Spot.
Check my byline.
He's a Marvel DC head. I give him that. He's a Marvel DC head.
Thank you.
Is that grip?
Thank you.
Yeah, that's grip.
But Superman is trash.
But Superman is better than Cap.
Yeah, rewind that back.
Superman
Batman
is better than
the
Cap.
GOAT. Batman is the GOAT.
I ain't saying the GOAT.
I said Batman.
But see,
I don't know if I believe it.
I'm a heavy You see back there. I'm a heavy Spider-Man guy. Always been. That's a mug and that's
Did you just
Lego
say,
Spidey right there.
Did you just say, game? Yeah, I picked Batman, but I'm really not. Like,
text message received.
All right, man, I got hey, would you hold on?
I bet you do. I bet you do, buddy.
No, I'm not gonna tuck my tail and run from what I said. I said Batman is just a guy that got a lot of money and expensive gadgets. Fuck it, I said it.
The gadgets is what makes Batman dope.
I mean,
No,
it's
it's not.
cool. They
Plus,
hey,
I mean,
I didn't
plus,
say they weren't
plus he's
cool ass
smart.
gadgets now.
With-
They cool as hell.
But you also have to think about this because Batman actually took the time to learn how to fight, and then I don't know how he has like this knowledge of all the stuff that he does to
Because he's
figure
a
He
out,
learned how to fight
detective.
in his childhood
That is
you know,
hate.
remember?
all-
In the
He-
mountains,
that's
they
he's a
showed him how to
rich
fight.
he's a rich guy. So I mean, he's
So
had
what
to
is a
take some
rich
time
guy?
to just get all of that knowledge.
That's
I
hate.
give Batman. I give Batman all of
with
that,
it.
man. He got all the
Oh
dopest
shit, that
gadgets
is
and
hate.
whatnot.
That is,
I
that's,
get that to him.
Jay Stock
Dude,
says I'm
he
a hater,
has
dog.
he is. He's got a file on every single superhero. Every single one in DC.
But he don't kill nobody. That's what I didn't like.
Yeah,
But just
you know what?
get
Batman
rid
is
That's
of
what
him.
makes him great.
Batman's a punk ass. He won't kill nobody.
Just get
Batman-
rid of them. Then Gotham City would probably be all right
Genius
because then they would
level
know.
intellect.
Understand this. If
See?
Batman killed half of these dudes,
You right.
you
Reed.
think all of these people would have came up and be like, look, man, we
But then
finna
the comic book would have
we
been over.
finna start fucking up. Nah,
Thank you. Old Batman does kill. That's why he had to stop.
Batman.
I need y'all
shoulda
to
killed all
read
of them.
more than like. I need y'all to do more than just watch the movies. I need y'all to
All right.
read the comics.
Okay. Hey, but listen,
I gotta find this old Batman.
Stocks, you didn't even want me to do this, and look what it turned it. See, your boy been bringing it on the one gotta goes lately. You better quit hating.
Yeah.
We got time for
You know
another.
what? This is a good one. No.
We got time for
don't.
another.
No, we don't.
Hey, next week on Big Game Sports Buzz, top 5 superheroes.
Let's get it. Oh wait, I
No.
won't be there.
All right, we'll say that for Blurtitude coming fall of 2028.
Yo, anybody that's into comics, anime, manga, whatever, nerd stuff, come holler at me, man. Look, we finna do it.
Stocks,
I'm
real
tired of
quick. Real quick.
What's up?
Was you a fan of how WrestleMania ended?
I didn't get to see it yet. I gotta see it. I gotta see it. But I've seen some snippets. I want you to sit down and watch the whole thing.
Batman, Spider-Man.
True facts. And you know what? I wasn't a big fan of Spider-Man for a minute, but then I really, really went back into it. Was like, yo, Spider-Man he's probably one of the strongest pound for pound superheroes out there.
There you go.
He's one of the strongest, dude.
There you go.
And there's a reason why he is what he is. Yeah. So just saying. We're gonna get it. Hey, I'm Jay Soggs, the Buff Nerd. That's Big Game James. That's A Reed, the musicologist.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for joining in. Thank you for being here.
Brian Grip, what's up? Boys.
It has been fun. Tune in. Make sure that you like, subscribe, smash that bell.
Please.
So you know when we're on. As always, fellas, thank you so much. Peace.